Hello, everybody. We back. This is the last episode for the year before January comes when we actually start the podcast completely the way that I've been talking about it. But I figured we go out with a bang. So I invited my cousin here to speak and whatnot.
Appreciate you.
How you doing, cuz?
Everything is healthy. Everything is good.
Okay.
And I'm glad you cleared that up with the whole cousin thing, because 85% of the world think that you my uncle because you and my pops are so close in age. So they be like, yo, your Uncle Prince. Yo, I'm like, I just stopped saying you was my cousin. I just said, yeah, I'm gonna just go with it. That's uncle.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's the difference?
Same thing.
We
family.
But you my cousin.
Yeah.
And he learned yesterday that he can't beat me. And what's that game? Taboo.
Yeah.
One of the people in the family gave a little
get together.
Yeah. And I showed up and we played some Taboo and a couple of other games, some dominoes, some spades and stuff like that.
Fashionably late.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was late, of course, very late. Actually, I had to attend several other things, other functions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was
cool.
It was cool.
That was like your first time doing something like that? Like a game night with the family?
Yeah, it was actually my first time. I don't play too many games. The only thing I play is chess.
Yeah.
And I take that game very seriously.
Okay.
But other than that, I haven't played no Taboo, no spades.
But any thinking game you would excel at, you would say, right?
Any thinking game. You know that because I beat y'all.
Yeah.
I was spot on.
Y'all had a better team, but y'all won. Y'all did y'all thing.
But it was a good thing.
Yeah, yes, sir. It was fun seeing you in that element too. Like, I felt like you was relaxed.
Yeah.
Like you was just at peace. You wasn't worried. You wasn't looking over your shoulder. Like it was all love, relaxed environment.
I haven't looked over my shoulder since I've been out. I don't be worrying about nothing. You know what I mean? You live right, you do right.
Yeah.
And you know,
it's
just how it is,
That's true.
But I had a good time yesterday though.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you feel comfortable now?
Very comfortable.
Because I feel like you look a little...
No,
because you got me sitting across from you.
No, actually, to be honest with you, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Because we didn't plan this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We talked about it jokingly yesterday. One of the I think it was one of the family members said, "Man, why don't y'all go up there?" And we just said, "All right." I said, "All right, we'll do it." And then we just did it.
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I've been planning this moment for like the past 8 years.
Have you?
Absolutely.
Not me.
Not you.
Nah.
I can't tell you everything that's on my mind because you're gonna try to be like, nah, we ain't doing that.
But check it.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I told you we're not gonna talk about no pre-questions or nothing. You shoot from the hip, whatever it comes out.
Yeah.
And whatever people make of it, that's what they make of it.
Absolutely.
And that is to me, it's better to be natural and to be real than to be fake and be phony.
1000%.
Yeah.
When I came to see you, where was it,
Allenwood?
Yeah, when I came to see you for the first time ever, and it was just like that experience for me.
To my USP Allenwood.
Yeah. When me and home team came up there, whatever. When he brought me in.
USP Allenwood, yeah.
And like,
how old was you then?
No, this was like the last time I came to see you, actually.
Okay.
Not the first time. The last time I came to see you, right before, like maybe a year before you came home.
Right.
And like that moment right there, like the feeling for me.
It might have been a couple of years before I came home.
I think it was like maybe a year.
Yeah.
But like the feeling for me that I felt at that moment when I was talking to you, like me sitting at the seat, and I see you walk across the dance floor and you got that glow, and I just felt like, yo, he's gonna come home. I think this is even before you put your papers in.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, look at my cousin, man. Like I felt like at that very moment, like he ready to come out. He ready to come home.
Yeah.
And then you put your papers in and now you home, and now we're not talking with a glass in between us no more. We talking face to face. So like, it's just a surreal feelings and surreal moments, man. You can't beat that.
Yeah, that's the reason why when Shannon asked me to come over to the house, Shannon is my man Bing's niece,
and my cousin.
Bing is my co-defendant. That's Gal's cousin, and whatnot. So they asked me to come over there, and I said no problem. I mean, because he couldn't be there. Right.
Absolutely.
And then you asked me to come over there, and then baby Warren asked me to come over, so I came over there and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Actually, I had more of a good time than I thought. We were just having so much fun. But that being said, I have some more of the moments, man. Family moments. I got a few other things I got to do as well. I got to go see my daughter, you know, for the holidays, my grandkids and stuff like that. You know, so
how does it feel like coming home and being a grandfather?
It's a good experience. It feels great. I never let my granddaughter come see me while I was incarcerated. She'll be 4. I think she's 4 now, matter of fact.
Yeah.
I never once let her come because I didn't want her to see me in there, but my grandson did.
Yeah.
And so, but it feels good to be home and to be having these special kind of moments, man, where you can be around family and stuff like that. Now I want to see Preem come home, your father. I want to see your father come home. I want to see my co-defendant Sadiq come home, see Just. People know him as see Just.
Yeah.
Sadiq now.
Yeah.
I want to see if he can get home and he got his papers in. Everybody's trying to do the right thing, you know, and come home and just live their life and be with their family.
You think it's different for like a young boy going to see a family member in prison and then for a young girl to do it? Like, you think it has a different effect on the gender?
Not necessarily to me. I think that if, you know, if you got a child and a person been in jail for a long time, you know, they want to see you, y'all want to be together. I know that I missed a lot of graduations, a lot of birthdays, and a lot of special moments that I can't get back from my daughter's life. But I try my best now to live through, like when I go see her, my granddaughter, my grandson, I mess with them, play with them, and I try to relive the times that I missed through them, and she likes that. So when she sees that, it excites her, and she feels good about it. You know what I'm saying?
Do they be calling you granddad?
They call me grandpa.
Grandpa?
Yeah, grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know, nowadays I notice that people call their grandparents pop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But because she has 2 grandparents, I told her and my grandson, y'all call me grandpa, because that's what I used to call my grandfather.
Yeah.
Fathers, both of them. And call the other grandfather pop.
Yeah.
That way they know the difference.
Exactly.
So that's what they call me, grandpa. And it's sweet too. You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of my grandfather, because I lost both my grandfathers and grandmothers while I was incarcerated. See, these are the things that you can't make up for. Then I lost some other people that I know very well that was like family, you know, the Milliners, Mr. and Mrs. Milliner. You know, it's a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here now, man. Let's talk about you though. Let's talk about you, man.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you, man? Why you really wanted to get up on this podcast?
Well, I feel like while you was going a long time, and my pop's been going a long time too. So like maybe like the past decade, I feel like I've been putting myself out there, like on the backs of y'all, of course, because y'all laid the foundation for anything that I do. And like I've done my interviews, I've done my trolling. You know what trolling is? You know,
I learned that statement, and that trolling is from watching Instagram now. And you told me about it. A couple other people told me about it.
Yeah,
the person handling my affairs now, she told me about it as well. I know what it is now.
So I've done my fair share of trolling, like, you know, and I feel like you're home now. So like I have a person to like follow in a sense, right? So I don't have to be the person that's always in front of the cameras, in the forefront, doing what I do to stay relevant, right? So I figured your platform, your show would be the best way for me to exit that chapter of my life. Like not doing interviews every other month or like looking for a special viral moment or anything like that. I mean,
basically,
no more trolling.
No more trolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we get a commitment on that, man? Because I think that your father would be happy to hear this.
Yeah.
Considering that I didn't even tell him I was going to put you on the joint.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Basically, he don't even want you on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't tell him that we was going to do this because this happened yesterday. We was clowning around about it.
Yeah. And
then we made that a reality. That's why you got to watch what you say.
Manifested it.
You manifest things in reality. But I told the family members, I'm gonna put him on there. I'm gonna see how he act, man. I'm gonna tear his ass up on there. Though,
yeah.
Right? And then we actually doing it. See?
Yeah.
So we really doing it because I gotta keep my word to them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, so not keeping your word to me. You want to keep your word to them.
I gotta keep my word to them. I told them I'm gonna put them on there.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. This is just what it is. Is what you see is actually what it is.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
And you said my father wouldn't think that I would do this.
No, he probably would tell me, man, I don't want him. He don't like you on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you feel about that? Do you like me on Instagram or not, or do you feel like it's necessary?
I think, man, it depends on the reason and what you're saying.
Yeah.
You see. Your past interviews, I've been looking at all your. What I did was look at some of your stuff. And there's times when I said, I wish he would have never said this or got on there or said this or said that.
Yeah.
But then there's some things you got on there and said that makes some common sense, right? And so, since you making this commitment now, all of a sudden, right? Because I didn't know you was gonna make that commitment, right?
Yeah.
But the point is, tell me how you think you're gonna feel, because you know that you're addicted to this thing.
Yeah.
So can you even keep your
I gotta
word?
find a new addiction. I gotta find, you can't be addicted to this. But I don't even like that word addiction, but I gotta find a new way to occupy my time.
Right.
Like I wanna just be a businessman now. Like, you feel me? I'm not, I did this for a decade. Like literally, it's been, somebody brought that to my attention the other day. Like, yo, you know, you've been on the internet for a decade. That same person that told me that, I don't know how you gonna feel about this, but they told me like, yo, you kept the Supreme Team name alive on the internet, because like it wasn't really an internet presence about the Supreme Team until you started putting yourself out there. And I was like, wow, I didn't even really like notice that. I just was doing it to like kind of keep the name alive, but like in my own way, because I'm not a gangster. I'm not in the streets. I'm not doing none of that. So I'm like, yo, how can I kind of be on the scene, but not like in a negative way? Even though some people might perceive what I'm doing on the internet negatively, I'm not in the streets. I'm not killing nobody. I'm not robbing nobody. I'm not, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I kind of did keep the name alive on the internet.
Well, I don't know who told you that, right? But I'll say this.
Yeah.
Whenever you get on there, of course, people see you and you know you Preem's son. So of course, that alone keeps the thoughts alive about us and him and who we are and stuff like that. But I think the name been around so long, right? And it's been relevant like that so long, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely added to that flavor, you know what I'm saying? Regardless to the things that you said that we wouldn't have did or said.
Yeah.
Your father probably would never be on Instagram. He, like personally, as a he probably would never himself be on there. You know what I'm saying?
Like have his own page.
Other than that, the page is, having the page is not a problem.
Yeah.
Other than the time when he came and chastised you.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You ain't heard from him ever.
Since.
No,
or
ever.
Before.
That was the first
that's
time,
a fact. That's a fact. That's
right?
a fact, actually, yeah.
He would have never got on there except that he was just trying to school you as to way we move and things that we do and don't say.
Yeah.
And some people took it one way, some took it another way, right? But we know what he meant because we know how he moved, feel me? And so he's the type of dude that he wants the best for you.
Yeah.
And what his thing is that Instagram is a cesspool.
Yeah.
And it can be degrading, and at the same time, there's certain aspects that you can be uplifted from it. That's why so many people tune in.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but after, you know, after I'll be telling them, after I looked over and went over all your stuff, and you grew up on that. See, a lot of people your age, I think, were you millennial or Gen Z?
Millennial.
A lot of the millennials and Gen Zs grew up with that. And see, we didn't have that. So our opinions are different than y'all opinions.
Absolutely.
And so since our opinions are different, a person who thinks things through has to look at both sides.
Exactly.
That's why I never told you, don't be on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? Even though he said that, I never said that because I understand that that's something that y'all grew up on.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of other people. I've been speaking to people, but I want to get viewpoints from everybody.
Yeah.
And now that I'm dealing with Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, stuff like that, I never thought that I would be having those type of engagements. When I was in prison, waiting to come home and fighting to come home, I was of the mindset that I would never probably be on there.
Yeah.
Now I'm on here trying to get my subscribers, trying to get supporters, and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's a platform
you
need. It's necessary.
It's a platform. You don't need it to survive, but if you're trying to get messages out, you know, it's important. But you know, you was going like ham sometimes.
Yeah.
People thought that you were actually saying things we
on
wanted
your
you
behalf.
to say.
On your behalf, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Yeah.
Or else your father wouldn't have came and said what he said.
I felt like I had to stick up for y'all because y'all didn't have a voice. Y'all was in there.
Yeah.
So it might not. I might have.
And I'm quite sure everybody remember those clips.
For sure. For sure.
I mean?
But I don't think that I necessarily was speaking for y'all, but like speaking on your behalf in my own words.
Yeah.
Because if somebody say something about you, you my cousin. Yeah. I gotta defend you. That's how it goes. Like any walk of life, whether it's in real life, whether it's on the internet, whether it's anything. I'm sure you can relate to that. You're a loyal person. You're about your family. So if somebody does something to your family, you want to defend it or react to it. So if somebody say something about my pops, some slick shit about my pops, like, am I supposed to just sit there and not say nothing? Because I have to entertain it because I'm already on the internet.
Well, I understand. And that's your viewpoint of it. And I clearly understand, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you don't want something said that carries over. But the problem with that is if you start answering to what everybody say, you get caught up in the mud too.
I only answer the big dogs.
Yeah, but either way, you get caught up in the mud. Some things don't deserve a response. Yeah, you make another person platform heard more by even responding to it. You know what I'm saying? So, and some of these jokers, you really don't pay attention to. A lot of them speak about things they don't know. A lot of them accuse people of things that they never been charged with or convicted of. Yeah. A lot of times they try to act like they holier than thou, but they don't be getting into their own records about what they done did in their
skeletons.
Life.
Absolutely,
they got vicious skeletons. Yeah, you know, and some of them jokers I may even get into when I, you know, start.
So would that mean you getting into the mud?
No, I'm not gonna get into the mud because it's different with me. When I speak, I'm always gonna speak from a factual basis.
Got you.
See?
Got you.
Just one thing I ain't gonna be is like them. Yeah. So I'm always gonna deal with the facts. You got people that'll cover up on a person who might be an informant just to get some clicks, so they'll put them on their program. And if they really went and did the background checks and the factual checks behind if something is true or false, they already know that this person may not be no good. Yeah. So you would never. Why would you be trying to help clean up a person's record when the record is clear that a person is messed up? See, me, I'm not with that. Yeah. I'm with the truth. If the truth, wherever the truth falls in any given matter that I speak about, that's what it is. Yeah. I ain't taking no sides on no podcast, right? I'm dealing with the truth. Yeah. I'm dealing with one thing, the truth, not assumptions, not innuendos, not what everybody say, or not what people want to hear. I'll be the opposite person on in that podcast universe because I'm always going to deal with the truth of the matter. And when a person come on my program, it's no ridicule, it's no disrespect. We're going to have a straight conversation, legitimate conversation, just like you and me right now, right? If you remember, like I said a little while ago, I didn't want to know. I didn't tell you that I'm not telling you what I'm going to ask you or what you're going to say or whatever. You say what you say. If I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to tell you you're wrong here, you're wrong there, you know. And that's how I like it. I like things to flow
organic.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So, but by you being in this space right now, you're in front of a camera, you have an audience, you have a platform, you're talking on the mic, right? That would actually qualify you, and your title would be a journalist. So you would be a journalist. So as a journalist, why do you feel a certain type of way about the type of character of a person that you have on your platform? Like, let's say, like for like a famous rat, right, or a notorious rat, why would you feel indifferent about interviewing them if you're a journalist? Because people might want to hear a rat be interviewed by somebody that's authentic, that never did that. They want to hear that. Like, instead of hearing it from one of these other guys, they want to hear you interview the rat or the notorious person that did bad. And you a journalist.
That makes a lot of sense what you're saying. It makes a lot of sense what you're saying. I didn't give it no thought about but I was speaking about was something different. What I was speaking about is that people would have people on their platform and say, man, we want to hear what you got to say. But if they investigated themselves first and looked at the papers or the what the topic was about, they already know what a person is. So they can ask them about those particular issues in a concrete way and say, hey, man, but look at this. This says such and such. I mean, this is out your own mouth, man. I mean, what this is, it's easy to prove something. It's not hard. When you ain't just trying to get clicks, it's easy to get to the bottom of something. But when you're just trying to get clicks, you ain't really trying to get to the bottom. You're just trying to keep the controversy going and keep it alive. As far as me sitting down with a person, like for instance, a Sammy the Bull guy, or because some people, you know, of course, I think it was on Vlad before, right? Mm-hmm. Vlad sat down with Sammy the Bull, I think, and I think they paid him a certain amount of money and whatnot. So I got so many other topics and so many other things and so many other people to speak to. I got people lined up, solid people in the industry, some not in the industry, things that people can speak about that can help people, that can teach them things that they can learn from, and just straight entertainment. That I don't have to even put somebody like that on my platform, but I don't knock nobody else that do, because it actually could be an interesting conversation, you know. But, you know, there's so many other things that I can deal with. What can I use this guy for? What can I actually use? What can he teach anybody, to be honest with you?
Yeah. But
he didn't live up to what he said he was, right? He went to prison and came back after telling on people, and then went back out there in Arizona and did more crime. Then he come out, he get a show or something, allegedly, right? And now he's on platforms or whatever. He ain't nobody for nobody to even really learn anything from. You know what I mean? If anything, he's the opposite of anything that I'm gonna be about. So I probably would never interview a person like that. But I don't knock nobody that do, because like you said, it's a journalistic aspect to this whole thing. So so you got a point there, man. You know what I'm saying? But I won't be doing it. You know what I mean?
Speaking of TV shows and like movies and all that stuff, like, is that what your that's on like your list to do and agenda for 2026, as far as, because you know the whole world, we gotta, and we gonna talk, cause we gonna talk, like the whole world want that, the series, the Supreme Team series, the Prince story, the perspective, the books, like the whole world is waiting for that, because every other story has been told. And Nas did a doc, but it's not the same thing as them getting actors to reenact in like a TV series and like the movies, and like, so like, what's your take on that, and what do you want to do with that?
My take on that is you right about that, because a series is gonna be off the chain, because I would capture the moment so well from the 70s to the 80s, and I would capture the music. I would capture the beginnings of hip hop and the Fantasia, which was like the disco fever, except it was in Queens. Disco fever was in the Bronx. I don't know if you heard of disco fever.
Yeah, that's where I would take all the pictures from. Yeah,
you got disco fever, famous disco fever. But you had the Fantasia, you had the Encore. Those were spots in Queens, and around that time, you had the roller skating rink. You had the one in Long Island we used to go to and race on the highway. See, I would capture all those things that wasn't captured in
the doc,
either Power or in the doc. So,
you used to roller skate?
Yeah, we roller skate. We went roller skating. You went there to be fly.
Yeah.
You had your jewelry on. You pull up with your cars. Then everybody raced back. You know what I'm saying? You race back on the highway, which was a dangerous thing to do. I actually had an accident one time.
I was gonna say, I heard that story when you had an accident.
I had an accident one time racing back. It was a couple of us, Rich Porter and them was racing there as well, calling them from the 40, heading them. We had races, you know, we used to race back and stuff like that. So, but yeah, but I'm gonna capture all these special moments in the series, right? When it happens. But yeah, it's gonna happen. It just, you know, timing is everything, and then you got to pitch it with the right person and stuff like that. But it's gonna be like that, because I'm gonna be able to put the actual rappers who were around at the time
on the soundtrack.
Not just a soundtrack. They only actually be in the joint itself. Some people who was around, ones who was making music at the time, and stuff like that, it's gonna be fly. See, and that's something that didn't get captured good in anything that I saw so far, you know. But and then there's a lot of other things involved as well, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. You know, so
yeah.
What happened to your eyebrows, man?
I was wondering why you kept looking. I seen your eyes kept. I get my eyebrows done sometimes when I go to the barber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a Spanish barber. Actually,
Oh,
my
no
barber.
wonder you got who did that? Freddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie like messing with people's eyebrows. You tried to hit mine one time. I said, don't do that, man. Leave my eyebrows alone, man. I don't need you to hit my eyebrows. And
Yeah.
I ain't tripping nothing. Just that.
Yeah, it look weird.
Nah, they just look too perfect.
I mean, I like to have my appearance look too perfect.
No, I mean, you know,
I got my teeth done too. I don't know if you noticed that either. I got my teeth done.
I know you got your teeth done. I know that you got by Dr. C, man.
Yes.
That I know.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, look all right. They don't look bad. I like my natural joints though.
Yeah.
I know one thing. Listen, you better not ever get locked up. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
In there, you can't take care of your teeth that well.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because there's no dentist in there.
No, it's dentists, but they not gonna do you good.
Yeah.
And if something happens, your shit will start getting messed up. You're gonna be down to twigs. That's what's under them joints when they come off. You feel me?
Well, I don't have any intention of going to jail.
I mean, it crossed my mind to try that, but I said, nah, I'm gonna keep my teeth, man, the way they are, man. I'm good. Yeah. God gave them to me. That's what I'm gonna die with. You know what I'm saying?
You can enhance your look because God gave you hair, but people lose their hair and cut their hair off too. So that don't, you know?
True. Yeah, but you all right. That's your age bracket. Man.
Yeah, and you mentioned something about my tattoos the other day too, man. You was like, yo, you got too many tattoos or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have not one tattoo on my body. And that's rare for somebody coming out of prison. You know, 34 and a half years. I never got a tattoo. So I don't knock them though. Some tattoos, you know, on females look good on certain people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mess with tattoos. Are
you have a phobia about needles, or you just?
Nah, I ain't got no phobia. I just didn't want to deface my body. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mess with them. I don't mess with those things. Especially in prison, you got to be careful getting tattoos anyway. The needles don't be clean, and you know. And then sometimes sometimes you can't even see it. I don't know why some people get tattoos. Sometimes you can't even see the damn tattoo.
Yeah, you see that tattoo right there, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
You know who that is?
Who's that?
Take a good look at it.
Let me see. I would say your father, but it's not, is it?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he could. Somebody did a bad job. They did a terrible job. That don't look nothing like him.
But so why would you say that was him?
You need to go see, because I figured that that's who you think you made.
You
need to go see that person. Tell him that he jacked up your hand.
Yeah.
And make him do that shit over.
Everybody, when I show everybody this tattoo, they automatically say that it's him.
You know why?
You might have to put your glasses on.
No, I don't need no glasses. I tell you what, put that joint up there and let people see it for a minute. And I bet you they'll tell you that don't look like Preem.
Well, I don't think they'll be able to, they might have to zoom in on their phone or something like that, but everybody tell me it look like him.
I tell you what, you can get that better. I'll give you a better picture and you can make it look even better. Man.
That joint hurt on my hand. I ain't gonna lie.
You got a picture of your kids on YouTube?
No.
Okay.
The guy had to finish, but I told him like, yo, it's hurting too. Like that's the most painful place you can get the tattoos on your hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, let me just go, bro. Like I can't take this pain no more.
Yeah.
Pause. But yeah, when you be when we be kicking in, when you be around me, when we be talking and stuff like that, do you ever feel like you talking to my pops? Like, do you ever feel like you get that feeling, or like, do I look like him? Do I resemble him? Do I act like him? Like,
I never get the feeling that I'm talking to your father.
Yeah. Because
you don't talk like him.
Okay.
But you look like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do get that feeling when I look at you sometimes, because you got certain looks. And one thing you do have, you got a hell of a mind on you, and you got some of his from him. So those are the things that I do see him in you. You feel me?
If he came home tomorrow and walked out of those doors, what do you think like the first things that y'all would do together? Like vacation, y'all would go and plan on strategize on the
he's
no, you and him, not what he would do his first thing, but when he's seeing you, when you like, let's say if you went to go pick him up, like what would be how would you be? Like how would your reaction be?
He's gonna come home and I'm probably gonna be the one to pick him up. So I'm glad you had this talk before.
Yeah.
Right? And you're gonna be with me though. I'm gonna make sure you there, watching him walk out that door. know what I'm saying? You deserve to be there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a surreal moment. You know, when I came home myself, the first thing I did on September 20th, as soon as I walked out, I had a tissue in my hand. I made sure I had a tissue in my hand. And I walked out. The first 2 steps, when I got past the door, you got to go into, I want to get off the grounds, right? Off the grounds into the street. And I bent down and I took the napkin out. I laid it on the ground and I kissed that napkin because I touched pavement on the outside. And I use this term, I always say the rainbow, because you rarely see a rainbow in prison. And I always say, man, I can't wait to get to the other side of the rainbow, right? And I was really referencing being free. So I kissed the ground. I said, man, I finally made it to the other side of the rainbow. But I got out at night, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So that feeling would be tremendous. And mind you, I haven't seen him since 1985. As far as other than other than in the visiting room, as a free person, free man, I haven't seen your father since 1985. We have never been in the street together since 1985. People don't know that.
40 something years, right?
Yeah. So it would be a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And to take you up there with me when I go pick him up would be even better. So to watch him come out would be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve that, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, you know. You always think it, you always speak on it and you think it into existence.
Yeah, manifest.
Then it manifests it. You know, it's a few things going. He going to come home, but before that, the series going to get done. It's a whole bunch of things going on. This year going to be a good year. So, you know, it's all about patience, perseverance, and then watching the negative, staying away from the negative-minded individuals and the people who always say, oh, they should never let this person out, never let that person out. Or, you know, them to me, those are some snake dudes, man. You know, and you know, they forget about the fact that people, you know, a lot of people in them neighborhoods that do crime, bro. You know, a lot of times, you know, you got like in my family, my sister, my older brother, my older sister, my younger brother, they didn't engage in nothing criminal. I did. I made bad choices, but I just saw what was around me. And around that time, things hit me differently than it hit them. Now, of course, I made bad choices, but you got to think there was so much poverty out there. You know, it plays a part in your mind if that's all you see. I ain't making no excuses. You know what I'm saying? I paid my debt to society for the crimes that I've committed. So can't nobody tell me nothing, especially these podcasters that be running their mouth. You know, I just don't name them, right? But some of them, I'm gonna get in some of their butts when after January. But I'm gonna do mine's factual. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. But they not even that important for real.
Let me ask you a question. when you get in Hollywood and like you doing your other stuff, are you gonna let me style you?
I style myself. I got one other person that styles me from time to time. Yeah. This young lady, she styles me because she got a good, you know, eye, right?
So you wouldn't let me style you?
No, because I would not wear, I love that denim jean jacket, but it's pink.
Denim tears.
Denim tears, right? Yeah. Excuse me, denim tears. I love denim tears. I'm gonna tell you straight, I got a denim tear hat on. Yeah. I got jackets from them and I love their stuff. But I'm a color conscious individual. Right, you know what I'm saying? You got on a pink one, yeah, but that's your favorite color.
Absolutely,
you've been saying that. You got. I've seen other stuff you got that's pink. That's your favorite color. You know what I'm saying?
So you wouldn't wear nothing like this?
I definitely wear that in a different color.
Why not pink though?
Because that's not my style. Yeah,
you know. So you don't think you can like alter your style a little bit, change it a little bit, like?
Man, I wear different. You see this? I wear stuff that's coordinated. I like
neutral colors.
I like Afrocentric colors.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? Got you. I like those kind of colors.
So no to me styling you?
No, you will not style me, brother. No way, cuz no way. Yeah. But you got a good style though. Let me stop playing it.
No. I like when you do that though.
I seen some of the things you worn.
Yeah.
and you got a good style, man.
Okay.
You know, you know your generational style. So
yeah. Another thing that came to my mind when I was with you the other day, right? Because I know like somebody being gone for that long, 34 years, 6 months, like you probably had so much stuff that you wanted to do when you came home. Like you always knew you was gonna come home. Like the stuff that you used to write down and say that I want to accomplish this when I come home. So like one of the first things that you did was the book. So this book, From the Cradle to the Grave, is it going to be like a second part to it? Are you going to do another book?
Well, let me just tell you what's going on. I put out pre-orders of it, and I put out only for signed hardback copies.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's getting ready to be. It's going to be a second drop for signed hardback.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to sell everything through my website, every last drop. But then somebody told me, Prince, you can't do it like that. You got to put some. First of all, you can't get the hardback in prisons. And I want the people in prisons all across the United States to get this book. I want their family members to get it because I need them to see something, to show them how a person can go through trials and tribulations growing up in the street and then still make it home. Even though in that part, I don't speak about the coming home part for me, I don't think, but me being home and able to put the book out tells a story in and of itself. But if you read it, it's tailor-made for dudes that's incarcerated and also for kids in the streets who live in ghetto environments, right? It's tailor-made for them. So I'm gonna put out softback, I'm gonna put out audio, I'm gonna put out the ebook.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put out all versions in the next coming months. You're gonna see it everywhere. Right, and so that way everybody can get it. But I'm mainly interested in the people, incarcerated people, to buy the book. Really, you know what I'm saying? Because they can learn something from it. You know what I'm saying? It starts really when I'm 10 years old, and of course it involved the killing of a 10-year-old kid named Clifford Glover, who was my age when he was killed. You know, and so it talks about the atmosphere at that time. You feel me? Whatnot. I got another book coming out that I'm gonna put out as well. I already really completed it. I don't want to give too much on that one, but it's a bad job.
You putting out this book, was that your happiest moment? You publishing a book, or was the party in May your welcome home party? Which one was a happier moment for you? You being on stage with Nas, Jadakiss, the other guy from back in the day, what's his name, Melly Mel?
Oh, Melly Mel, that's my man, Melly Mel.
So was that a happier moment for you, your coming home party and seeing the turnout and the process, or putting your book out?
The happiest moment for me, well, you give me a choice of what the happiest moment is.
So what was the happiest moment since you've been home, aside from seeing your daughter? Because I know that was like, and your parents.
See, now you're taking away my happy moment, aside from seeing your daughter. That my parents and my daughter, those were the happiest moments, man.
Aside from that.
Watching how happy they were.
Yeah, aside from that though, what was your happiest moment?
Aside from that,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. It was a good feeling at the party, the welcome home party. It was a beautiful feeling. It was beautiful because, the people who came. See, the people who came, the ones you mentioned, and some of the people you didn't mention, the regular people, comrades I knew for years that I haven't seen in a long time, females I hadn't seen in a long time. But for Nas, Jadakiss, Melly Mel, all them guys, and Melly Mel was at my first party, you know what I'm saying?
40 years prior.
Yeah, and that was a surreal moment, man. Those guys are thorough, man. I appreciated them, man, and they had a good time.
Yeah,
wasn't no worries in there, wasn't no drama, because they were trying to act like not them. The police, I think it was the
precincts.
The precincts was acting like it was gonna be could be drama, this and that. No, it ain't like that. First of all, I'm gonna make sure that places are secure anywhere I go to give an event. And like Nas said in one of his songs recently he put out, I think it was third what is it, generation? Yeah, childhood or something like that. He said, wherever he go, positively follows, right? And that's how I'm trying to be. Wherever I go, positively gonna follow.
Yeah.
Forgetting negativity or negative things.
Energy,
You know what I'm saying? Negative energy. Whether it's a party, whether it's we just had a toy drive.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? A toy drive all over different parts of Queens. It was beautiful. We're gonna put the tapes out about it. About each event and how it went. You know, big up to Nas, Mass Appeal, Resort World, and everybody else who played a part in that. And it was a beautiful thing. And it was in Far Rockaway, Astoria, Queensbridge, and Baisley. And people could come from all over to come there. But it was a beautiful thing to watch those kids' faces. I was so happy, man. I got lost in the moment, man. I seen them kids' faces, man. And I was like, damn, man.
Yeah, this is what it's about.
It was a surreal moment. But to answer your question, I enjoyed that party. It was important to me. It was a special moment. And I was watching. See, I'm the type of dude, I play chess. In order to be the best chess player, you got to think 8 moves ahead. So I try to think like that. So even though we was having fun and everything, and I was tired because I was working, if you remember, I'm working night and day trying to get that thing right. And I was a little tired while I was there, but I was watching. Man, and I enjoyed seeing Jadakiss and Nas really enjoying themselves. Yeah. It made me feel good, man. You know
I knew you was enjoying yourself.
Melly Mel too. I felt great, man.
When Jadakiss was performing and you came to the front and you started hitting your joint, I said,
I started dancing, man. I almost lost control. I said, hold up, what am I doing? I had to turn around, snap my finger, and go back to the side, man.
That was the best moment for me.
Because it just brought me back to just being free, then brought me back to 1984.
That was when your birthday party.
1985.
That was your birthday party that year.
Yeah, my birthday party 1985, September 2nd. I almost got lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was just a good feeling, man. No negative stuff, and and I love them brothers, man. I got mad respect and love and respect for them, and whatnot.
Would you do something like that again? Would you throw another party?
Yeah, man.
It was too much for you? Was it too like?
Nah, we'll wait for Preem to come home this year, and then we'll throw a party for him. Yeah. If he wants one.
Anybody else that you got on your list that you want to meet? Anybody in particular?
It's a couple of people, but I don't want to it hit my mind
as you go.
I'm talking. For some reason that hit my mind. And whatnot. But yeah.
Can I ask you a funny question? And I know people going to think that I'm being super funny. And I've been like debating with myself in my brain if I should even ask you or not. But it's not nothing crazy, but about somebody that you would interview.
Well,
2 people.
Well, look, I told you we ain't got no holds barred, right? Yeah. We ain't doing no planning. Yeah. No, like here's the question, all that shit. Yeah. Right?
It's on my mind. It's been on my mind. It's been on my mind.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you shoot this funny question. Yeah. But I don't like the way that you asked the question already.
Because I'm nervous sometimes when I ask you certain things because I don't know.
You don't look nervous. You just look like you being slick. But go ahead. I want to hear the question.
Would you interview 50?
Of course I would. Why not? If he ever wanted to be on my podcast. Yeah. You wouldn't be there though.
Why wouldn't I be there?
What reason would you be there for?
Because I think that would be like the most learning experience, hearing you and him go back and forth and talk. I would love to be there just in the room and get that experience.
If it ever was to happen, you could see it from across the TV screen. Yeah. That is a funny question because you know the answer already. Yeah. The answer is no. You ain't gonna be there for that one. Okay. If it was to ever happen. Yeah. But out of respect, I wouldn't have no problem interviewing him. Yeah. I would ask him some things and he probably would ask me some things. And that would be some epic shit though.
So right across from you, if he sat in that chair across from you and y'all was going back and forth, right? And he said, hey, OG or Prince, whatever he would call you, I want to be the person to do the Supreme Team series. What would your response or your reaction be to that?
First of all, there are people that already asked me that. Yeah. And so I'm speaking with them. Mm-hmm. So
because the whole world want to know. So I got to ask you something that the whole world want to know because they're going to be like, man, you got on there, you wasn't even who you normally be. Like you just was up there talking.
You talking about you?
Yeah, they're going to be like, man, that's not you.
No, you asked some good questions. And like I said, we didn't preview these questions. Yeah. Right?
We shooting from the hip, like you said.
Shooting from the hip. Yeah. But I'm already speaking with people about that you know, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I'm a chess player. I think long term. You know, I sit and I wait, and I always be honorable to the people that you speak to. And when you tell them that you're gonna do something or that you waiting for them, you be honorable. And
Loyalty
in conversations with people is important. Right. One thing about me, I ain't chasing the dollar no more. Like back when I was selling drugs in that life. I'm not chasing it. I'm not thirsty for money. If the right deal come across my lap, I'm gonna make a deal. But I like to wait on the people who been there kind of like in a way. But I don't turn down no opportunities to get something done.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you think how you are as a person, base level, take away all the cameras, take away everything, you base level is just a loyal person. Do you feel like that works in the industry too? Because I feel like in the industry, they have a saying where they say it's never personal, it's just business. So do you feel like one of the principles that you live by is being loyal? Do you feel like that can cross over in the business and the entertainment industry?
Somebody told me that, Prince, man, in this game, they don't live by those kind of codes, and so you got to be careful the way you see things about a man and his word or this and that. It's something to think about, but I can't stop being who I am. You know what I'm saying? I can only be one way. I don't know no other way, and so I stick on what I know. What I know is what got me here, right? My thoughts, my actions is what got me free. Like again, like Nas said, he put that rhyme out. He wrote a letter to the judge. I wrote a letter to the judge, I think, for Prince. And he talked about my thoughts and my actions and how I got home.
Yeah.
And just so everybody know, that's true. He actually wrote a letter to the judge for me. Him and a few other people. And collectively, those letters is what helped me get home as well. Beside what I was doing inside, the good things I was doing, I was preventing violence. I was helping other people get home because I know the law so well. Inmates wrote letters for me, letting it be known that I helped them get out of prison, letting it be known that I taught them a way to do their time that was more better than what they used to be doing. I was an example. I didn't start off that way, you know what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna get myself out of here and I'm gonna help others get out of here too. So yeah, all the letters that people, I got so many community support letters from organizations and everything, right? But definitely Nas wrote a letter for me, and that letter was significant as well as the rest of them. The judge actually told, is this part in the decision that the judge wrote, excuse me, he says, the judge says that he said that he couldn't put all the letters in the decision, but he read every last one of them. You know, and so that kind of support helps people when you come home. So now a person like me got an obligation to show everybody who wrote and supported me that you supported the right cause and the right person, that I won't come home and embarrass you or do something contrary to make you wish or feel like you shouldn't have supported the cause or the person that you wrote that letter for. So my job is to teach children, teenagers, young adults not to follow in my past footsteps, and to show them how you can build up, you can pick up the pieces of your life and put them back together and make something positive out of it. So, I thank all those people who did that for me. And I haven't even seen everybody who helped me, that wrote letters. I haven't went to visit everybody yet. I'm still visiting grave sites, and I went to my grandmother and grandfather's grave sites. I got to go to the other side, go to their grave sites. It's a lot of things I'm still doing that are concrete, that are important for me to be grateful for the fact that I'm free and that I wasn't there when ancestors in my family, the elders in my family passed away. You feel me? So, but I'm thankful to everybody that helped me get out, man. And I'm gonna be all that I'm supposed to be, man.
You know what trips me out about you? You did all that time in there, and you come home and like you just transition so easily back into society. Like you don't miss a beat. You still sharp. You witty. You still working out. Like it doesn't even look like you was going for that. Like that trips me out. Sitting here hearing you talk. Like most people, they'll do 10 years. They'll go get on K2. They'll be bugged out. They'll lose their mind. 10 years, 5 years, and you did 3 decades and some, and you just acclimated yourself like effortlessly back into society. That trips me out.
You know what I did when I was incarcerated? I had my birth certificate. My mother had the copy, but I got another one in it just in case. I got a new Social Security card while I was incarcerated. I came home and in less than 30 days, I think, 30 days, definitely less than 60, got a driver's license. No, I got an ID first, driver's license, passport. I got everything like this. It took me no time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came out, it was almost like I never went nowhere. I'm talking about the next day or two. I was shocked at some things I seen right away. They left me.
Wow.
Because I have a whole different mission. I don't have no time to waste. I can't catch up to what I lost, the time that I lost. Time waits for no one. But I know what I have to do. This first year was a giveaway, meaning that the first year I came out September 20th, 2024. So I've been out, I would say
15 months.
Right. That's a giveaway. Starting January, now everything got to count.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to be focused like a laser, getting the series done, getting other things done, getting the rest of the books put out, dealing with the organization, building the Redeem team up, making my connections to the right people, you know. And this is what I want to say. You got people that believe in you, right? Like you got people who rap and they'll give them $1 million because they can rap. And you see them rappers take that $1 million and never look back, some of them. And they go to the sky, right? And they were good investments. A person like me is a good investment. But even if nobody, because I can't rap, but even if nobody believes in me enough to do that for me, I believe in myself enough to make sure that it gets done. So either way, because I believe in myself. You see? There's a saying that your father used to give us one time, but we got it from somebody. I forgot who. We think we saw it, it was a rapper or something. I forgot where we got it from. But Preem used to say it all the time. We the willing, led by the knowing, have been doing so much with so little for so long, we are now qualified to achieve anything from nothing. So if you really look at that statement right there, you can let me out of prison in my underwear. I mean, not literally, right?
Pause.
Right. But you can let me out of prison with just the clothes on my back. And I guarantee you, I'm going to get somewhere and be better than what I was before. You feel me?
And what is that in you that allows you to do that? Like what is that? Because everybody can't do that.
You have to be determined. You have to be consistent. You got to stick on your word. You got to be an example to yourself first. And you just can't accept failure as an answer. You feel me? So I move like that. And so I don't believe nobody else can do something that I can't really. You know what I mean? So if Preem would have, if it wasn't for Preem's last case, I believe what J. Jesse Smith said, Preem would have been the next, say, Tyler Perry. Or he would have been before that, I guess, because he was out there, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Crime Partners was a smash hit. And if that stuff wouldn't have happened, Preem would be all into that movie business, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your father, it was a smash hit. Crime Partners was a smash hit. He did that with J. Jesse Smith. It was a smash hit for real. You feel me? Until the feds came. You know, and I'm not going to allow that to happen to me. Yeah. That's why even he tell me, man, stay away from here, stay away from there. so that no innuendos, because it's easy to put a confident. This is why I be going hard on confidential informants so much and on telling rats so much, because you can put somebody around you. You ain't even got to be guilty no more. As long as a person say you did something, you can get locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I'm not taking no for an answer, but I'm also determined and willing to do it on my own if I get no assistance, because don't nobody owe me nothing. And that's another thing. A lot of dudes from prison come home thinking somebody owes them something, like the world owes them something, society and everybody else. I don't see it that way. Don't nobody owe me nothing. If somebody do me any favors, it's a favor that you will be returned. But the point is, don't nobody owe me nothing.
So you don't feel like the people that use you and my pops as like a stepping stone, or they put y'all in songs, or
no,
they any type of credibility that they would get, no, they don't owe y'all nothing.
They don't owe us nothing. Shoot, look, let me tell you something. You know, for the clothing brand Supreme, right?
Of course. The
clothing brand Supreme, I know almost for a fact, right, that they built that up off our backs in a way. Not let me rephrase this a different way. I ran into people who thought that company was owned by my uncle and me, or somehow or another we getting some type of money off of that. And we ain't getting a dime. But it was built on that street culture, right? And all the people who kept us alive in their songs and rapped about us and talked about us, right? They made us a brand, right? And that, to me, they kind of like lived off of that. The very beginning, the ones who actually put that together. Not exactly the where it's at now, but the ones who put it together. You can't make me believe that they didn't, right? And I don't even see them like as if, you know, like they owe me something. You feel me? You know what I mean? Shit, I really want to connect with them and kind of like get a special a Supreme team collection put out. You know what I'm saying? That's something I might think about for the future. I say all that to say to you, in life, don't nobody owe you nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your own way and whatnot. Now, mind you, a lot of people might see a person's hand up like this and see it as a handout when it might be just somebody wants a hand up. You feel me? And so you got people look at things different. Some people look at things like the cup half full or half empty. It depends on your viewpoint.
Yeah.
I'm of the viewpoint that
it's half full.
Yeah, and I get my own though. I make my own way. Don't nobody owe you nothing in this life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody struggle to get where they got. And so, you know, you got to find your own way, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the good thing about life. It makes you who you are, and it builds character in you that you can come up from nothing to achieve something. You feel me? At any time in your life. You know? I always felt, for real, I looked at Power, and every time I watched Power, I would smile.
Why?
Because you got the character Ghost. It's almost like Preem. You got the character Tommy, almost like me. You got the Hood, and you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But the Supreme Team story will eclipse that, right?
Yeah.
But I just say that because I always smile, the bulletproof vest, you know, because that's what we did.
So you think Tommy, like, you think that he would be like how you was? Like, do you think that that's what that was?
I mean, I just look at the
similarities.
Yeah, I'm not just say that, not to you know, to be like nobody took something there or whatever.
Yeah.
I just look at what people see. You know what I'm saying? And
that's kind of an obvious one though.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
But I don't look down on that. In fact, man, I liked it a little. You know what I'm saying? I liked it a lot, actually. I liked the Snowfall a whole lot, right? I like how they did that one.
What about the BMF one?
The BMF one was cool, but Snowfall eclipsed that one. Snowfall actually eclipsed BMF. The writers were way different, way better writers.
And then you got the Godfather of Harlem too.
The Godfather of Harlem is all right. You know, they put a whole bunch of stuff in there of of Harlem.
Yeah.
You know, with the Malcolm X and you know, a lot of that stuff ain't necessarily true, but that's how Hollywood does. That's how it works. It don't have to be true. You know,
you were saying something about a story when you was racing, and you said you mentioned like Rich Porter and all those guys. So like, you was frequent in Harlem, like you would frequent Harlem.
Nah, they would actually come out to places where we at too. We all go everywhere. Baby Black Just would be in Harlem a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And they would always come out to Baisley, and we would go to places and race, and that's what we did, man. I'm gonna put all that in the series. You're gonna see something that there's things that nobody knows, because I know. Yeah. So when you see it in there, you'll be able to see, wow, this is the real story. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about everything. Yeah. There's a line. There's some things that 50 put out in Ghetto Quran. Mm-hmm. You know, when he says, I can't remember offhand, man.
Yeah,
I ain't a rapper, but he says something about, when he talks about the line about Fat Cat and Pappy. Yeah. About the line, he says that hurt me to my heart to hear that cat snitched on Pap. Yeah. Well, exactly, you know what I'm saying? And so he'll get to see, you get to see that in the series of how that happened. Because it happened. It's true. See? And that's why I say, between Power and Ghetto Quran, if you put them together and you look at it, you can see kind of like a little vision of things. But I'm gonna give you the whole vision on that. That Supreme Team series is gonna be on and popping. You hear me? I mean, it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be just like a Ghetto Quran in a way, right? Yeah. But it's gonna be the real joint.
If I take acting classes for a year or 8 months, would you let me play him, a part of him?
Well, praying?
Yeah. If I took acting classes.
You think you can act?
If I take the acting classes.
I think you can act, though. You've been acting a long time, champ. So I think you can act. You know what I mean? But
if you got the call and I took acting classes, would you let me play him, a part of him, in any part of the series?
It depends on who is backing the play.
Got you.
Got me?
Got you.
Once we know who backing the play, then we got it from there.
So I just want the people to know out there in TV world. So you don't want me to be a stylist. You don't want me to act. What was it was one more. Damn, what was the other one? It was another one.
You know what I want you to do?
Tell me.
I want you to run a vicious clothing line. That's what I want you to do.
Okay.
Because you got style, for real. I'm playing with you about that stuff. You got some style. You actually got hidden talent that's crazy, you know, and whatnot. I'm just messing with you. I love that jacket is fly. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I just want to let you know, like I tell you all the time how much I admire you, how much I look up to you. Yeah. Like, I just wanted to let you know, man, I love you. I appreciate you, man.
And I appreciate you, and I love you too. And you know what I love about you too?
What's that?
You slowed down a little since I've been home, man. And that means you do listen. You feel me? Forget everybody else talking that shit. Oh, he talked me. Forget all that, man. This is my family. And I'm gonna make sure he don't fall on his face to the best of his ability. Of course, a man makes his own direction. But my job is to make sure you don't fall on your face and to watch the cesspool of podcasters and this Instagram stuff. Mind you, there's some good ones out there. Mm-hmm. You know, you got Wallow and them.
You got Jada and Joe.
Yeah, you got a lot of good ones,
Rory
right?
and Maul.
You got a lot of good joints, right? Yeah. Rory and Maul, I like their joint. I like a couple of people's joints, right? I like a couple of them, a lot of them. I can't even name everything. Yeah, I like them. I watch it. I look for substance in what people say, right? And nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes on these podcasts. Sometimes you say things you wish you could take back, but you don't take one-liners and define somebody the whole podcast by one line. Feel me? You got people watching some garbage podcasts, right? I mean, pure garbage, right? All they do is criticize people and act like they hold it down, right? You know, but if you pull them dudes and start talking about the things they did or whatever, you'll discover something way different from them. You would stop listening to some of these guys. But some of these podcasts are very, very good, man. you know. And if I was like I did say that I'm gonna be critiquing some of these dudes on my podcast, and I am. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna critique some of the things they say, some of the things they do, but they're gonna be a small important part of what I do. You feel me? I'm gonna be focused on more important things. But I might have one day where I do a podcast one way.
Yeah, and then you interview somebody the next time.
Right. And then next time might be me solo.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you, this is the last thing, right? Unless you have anything else, right? So I seen how you break down like the difference between certain things, right? So can you break down for me the difference between somebody that's confident and somebody that's arrogant? Because a lot of people say like I have a lot of arrogance and then they say I'm cocky, but me personally, I would describe it as just being confident. So like how would you differentiate or break down those? Do you think somebody being arrogant and somebody being confident?
The tone of somebody's voice when they speak. You can be confident, right? And not arrogant, but you can also be so confident that you become arrogant. And you can hear that in somebody's tone. So the tone of voice is everything and whatnot. If you sit back and just analyze, I'm the type of person, anytime anybody speaks to me, I pay clear attention to what they saying, but more so, I pay attention to how they saying it, the tone of voice, and how they look. Again, I'm a chess player. I'm one of the best. I've been playing chess since I was 8 years old. Now imagine that, a little kid, 8 years old. I was in tournaments back in the days. I was in tournaments and I went all the way up and lost to a little girl. I'll never forget it. She crushed me, right? And I was like that. Mm-hmm. Then in prison, when I was in prison, I was beating everybody. I'm beating dudes 10, 20 games straight. And they thought they was like that. Winning chess tournaments 24/7. And there's some brilliant people in there that play that game. I love that game. I play it very well. But most of all, I learned the best chess players think 8 moves ahead or better. So in life, I try to think that way. So everything I do, I think ahead. You can't see it, right? But I try to think steps ahead. I almost know all my next moves, and I don't even write these things down. Same way Jay-Z don't be writing down some of his raps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't write everything down. Maybe I should start. Because I'm starting to get a little forgetful mind, you know what I'm saying? But the best people plan ahead, man. And the best people keep people around them who think ahead for them as well. Mm-hmm. That's why you see some of the greats, and I ain't gonna get into the names, some of the greats in the rap game and in other areas of life got good people around them.
A good team.
They got a good team of people around them.
You're only gonna be as good as your team.
Exactly. So,
good thing I'm on your team.
Yeah. You are on my team, bro. I can tell an arrogant dude or a person from a mile away, man. All I gotta do is watch him and listen to him.
You think I'm arrogant?
You can be arrogant sometimes. You've been arrogant sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's easy. You learning. You to me, you still young. You learning. And you listening to me now. So I don't see you going crazy on the gram no more and all that. Plus, I'm going to hold you to what you came out and said today. I didn't know you was going to say that.
Yeah.
About you falling back, no more interviews or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
To something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. So I'm going to hold you to that, man. Your father.
Hold on. I don't know. See, you kind of messed it up because you said I can't come when you interview 50. So what am I gonna do?
I didn't ever said I was.
No, I'm just joking with you.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
First of all, that is something that if he decided to do that, I would not turn that down. Yeah. Right. You know.
What you about to say? My father said what?
I said that
he don't believe that I'm gonna do it.
Your father don't know we doing this, brother.
Mm-hmm.
So when he see it, I don't know what he's gonna say about it, right?
Yeah.
But if he see it and see it correctly, he'll say, that was proper. So it was a good thing, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, you changing, man, right before my eyes, bro. We made a joke about doing this yesterday and we on here doing it today. Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Crazy, man. Love you, cuz. Appreciate you.
Too, homie. All right.
All right.
All right.